something that's very often overlooked is how we sit at the piano, how we position ourselves on the stool, the type of stool we're using. And actually it's seriously important that we get all of this organised and correctly organised first, because without this we're going to be really impeding ourselves as we play. Now, first of all, let's look at where we sit on the stool. The stool needs to be adjustable. That's really important that the stool is adjustable. Don't use cushions, because we want the sit bones, the ischial bones, to be really firmly on the surface of the stool. So, you know, this stool happens to have a soft vinyl cushion, but it's so thin it just protects the bones a little bit. But I can really feel that I'm supported. You'll notice that I'm sitting right on the edge of the stool, so that the thigh area is free. Why? Well, when I want to move across the keyboard, I can move very, very much more freely because of that. Also, my centre of balance is going slightly forwards into the keyboard. If I'm sitting like this, I'm going that way, which is going to completely get in the way of free playing. So I have an adjustable stool. It's actually a pneumatic one. I lift a bar here and it goes up and down. But of course the wind-up ones are good. Don't use cushions. They don't give your body enough support. So that's the distance of the stool where we're sitting. Now, the distance from the keyboard, again, varies from person to person. And this is important. If you're a piano teacher, you've got to be able to adjust not only up and down, but back and forth. So, if I put my hands out onto the keyboard as though I'm about to play, what we should notice is that we're slightly crooked in the elbow. So this is, obviously, that's too close, and that would be too far away. So again, it varies from person to person. You'll notice that there's a parallel with the forearm and the ground when I'm sitting on the top of the white keys. But again, there's leeway within this, and often it depends on which tradition of piano playing you come from. If you look at the great Russian, there's a wonderful recording of Gilels playing the Brahms concertos, where you see him sitting on the front cover, and the arms are almost down like this, because the Russian school, the Grand Russian school, was very much high here, so that we could use the arm weight. If you're from the French school, you'd be more down here. It all depends on the school, but generally all the schools of piano playing tend to accept that the parallel forearm is the best position. Now, if you've got short legs, if you're a beginner or a child, it's very important to have a footstool where you can rest your feet. The feet which should actually be on the floor or on a firm surface, because again that supports my body. My body is supported from, if I lift let me try this, if I lift my feet away from the ground, I don't feel at all safe or secure. So really important, don't let the feet dangle off the edge of the stool. I think that's what I want to say about general seating, and we'll look at posture in a second.